What's up, guys? Headphones Neil here with a quick review for the latest episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch. So we're already at the season finale, and this comes on the heels of the news that we are going to be getting a season 2 of The Bad Batch coming in 2022. So while that's well ahead of us, I wanted to give a quick update as far as the first part of the 2-part season finale goes. Just because it's going to be, it doesn't really give too much of an indication about what's going on aside from the various plot elements of the episode. So if you have not seen the episode, this will have several spoilers in it as far as what happens in the episode. I don't know what we're going to get in the season finale, but I am very curious because they did have the name drop of contacting Rex. So I'm curious to see if they're going to have some tie-in as far as what to expect in season 2 or what the plan is in general for the show. So as far as this episode, we have the rest of the Bad Batch setting up a rescue plan to get Hunter out of Kamino. Or sorry, not Kamino, but the ship that the sniper guy has held him on. So they end up going, or Hunter ends up getting taken to Kamino to be decommissioned, essentially killed, and he's being used as bait for the rest of the Bad Batch. By the end of the episode, we do see Kamino destroyed because the Empire now has all of the cloning technology on record and on file because they've been copying all that data. So that's kind of a little, like, it feels like a semi-nod as far as how the Emperor has his cloning technology and what he was what he was trying to do as far as being able to clone a Force user, which I guess is it's kind of one of the two things that Force users could potentially not be cloned because of their connection to the Force and high midichlorian count, or the Force rejects cloning because it is an unnatural process of life. So it's one of those things where that was a nice little Easter egg. We do get a special appearance by Tarkin in the form of the commander, or the admiral guy. I forget his title off the top of my head now, but he contacts Tarkin to let him know that the Empire now has a full backup and copy of the cloning technology and processes. So Tarkin, in his catchphrase of "fire when ready," orders the commander guy to open fire on Kamino and destroy the city. So that's kind of where we leave off there. The big stinger for this episode is that we learned that the sniper guy who was part of the Bad Batch but now is working with or was working for the Empire, has had his clone chip removed for some time. He didn't tell anybody, and that all the decisions he made as far as working for the Empire were all his decision, and that the kind of stability that the Empire is promising is the kind of stability that the Bad Batch has been working towards, while the Bad Batch has been saying that the stability of the Empire is one based on fear and cheating and cutting corners and all of that. So it's not something that's meant to last, and everyone in this new Empire is going to be discarded if they are of no further use to anybody. So that's kind of where we leave it off there. The commander on Kamino, who's working for the Empire, eventually tells the troops to kill the entire Bad Batch, including the sniper guy, because he's of no further use, and assumes that the troopers can take out the Bad Batch to begin with. So with all of that being said, that's kind of where we are leaving the Bad Batch until we get into the season finale. So I'm kind of curious what's going to happen from here. Maybe potentially we're going to have the rest of the Bad Batch do a check on the sniper guy to see if his inhibitor chip has been removed. Potentially teaming up with Rex to see how they can help him. And now that they know what the Empire is up to as far as transitioning over to the TK stormtroopers, that they're gonna try and form a rebellion or some sort of resistance to go against all of the to go against the Empire. So that's kind of really all I have for this episode. It was, because it's part one of a 2-part finale. It's hard to say how they're gonna round it out or where they're gonna take it from here. So it's one of those minor stepping stones to round out the season, and I'm kind of hoping that they are going to set up the finale to be something big, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to say where they're going to take it from here or what they're going to do, but that's really all I've got. So basically we'll see what the part 2 of this finale is when it comes out, and how they round out the season. So that's all I got for this review. So if you have any questions, comments, feedback, thoughts, stuff that I might have missed, or other Easter eggs, then you can find me on Twitter at PatelN01. The website is headphonesneil.reviews for all episodes, subscription links, supporting the show, and all of that good stuff. But thanks for tuning into this particular episode, and until next time.